There's those shapes again. Whatever they are.
They were
It is
all
her!
human once.
Jenna.
Jenna!
Wait, he knows
Then
her?
they were brought here to be archived. Someday they'll return to Earth to hunt and bring back others to make like them, as chimeras.
So this whole place is made of people.
How anthropocentric of you. Not only humans, but everything on Earth comes here. The Earth isn't being corrupted, or whatever you might call it. It's being brought here, bit by bit. Or should I say, brought back here. Think of this as a storage unit, kept by unknowable masters. Our extinction is merely their reorganization. When you think of it that way, it doesn't seem so bad, does it?
It does seem bad.
Doesn't seem so bad. People are... The whole planet is... It's being destroyed.
It is. So now what will you do about it? This place is vast. Far larger than planet Earth. Infinite, for all intents and purposes. A tide the likes of which you can't imagine swells before you. How long do you think you'll last against it?
But... We have to...
By the way, how is the other twin?
Ah!
Still alive then, I take it. That's too bad. I can still remember when I first heard about you two.
Why is it too bad? It's good.
Brought into the world right in the middle of the pandemic, as it ravaged Zone 09 20 years ago. Am I mistaken?
You were born during the pandemic?
Yeah, and?
Oh, those two are quite famous in scientific circles. The Devil's children, born from corruption, they said.
Wow.
Jesus.
I didn't know I'm a devil now,
If
too.
that brave officer hadn't taken you under his wing, you'd probably still be strapped to a lab table. And yet...
Huh?
Yes. You've grown so much.
Is she our mother?
But I haven't changed since that day. I'll give you some parting advice. Your power, it's not the blessing you think it is. Be very careful, especially around that man.
Joseph, or what his name was? Yeah, he kind of
Take a
sus.
long look at that. Next is up to you.
There's nothing on it.
Shit, she's getting away. Come on, we gotta stop her.
Is this strange
Hello?
drone?
Okay, look. I know that was
All right.
a lot to take in, but there'll be plenty of time to think when Jenna's in handcuffs.
Is this strange drone also from our department somehow? I mean, it says strange drone, but he knows way too much to be some weird-ass civilian, basically. Well, not really civilian, but from some other area that could have something to do with the chimeras, I guess. Or partly something to do with the chimeras. Oh, I can play again. Wee, wee, woo. Yoo. I would really like to find out who that drone is. Like, it's probably not just a drone. There has to be someone behind it, right?
You're quite persistent, aren't you? I'd hoped we could keep it to a friendly chat today. I can't let you catch me just yet.
Why? Ooh. Wait, I'd say she has her chimeras better under control than I'm her legions.
Cores are what she stole from the ARI.
Ah, right. It switches to that one every time, I forgot.
Legion!
I did dodge, though.
Legion! Legion! Legion!
They're quite durable.
Legion!
Oops.
Legion!
There we go. I guess we don't follow her? We just let her be? Okay. Can I... Oh, okay, I can't.
Ah, there you are. I've been
Yes.
trying to get a hold of you.
Hmm.
How are things going down there?
Oh, hey, the civilians who got trapped in the subway are all right. Jenna got away before we could catch her, but
Hey, wait, is that a drone?
How does she know
Hey, who is this? What are you doing on this channel?
Yeah.
I'm just a friend.
Wait a minute. No civilian should be able to access this channel, and I think I know that stutter. You're from the technical division. Hal, right?
What? I'm not. Hal who? Just an innocent bystander.
Alright,
Okay, now
finally
I
we know who it
it's
is.
you, the ace programmer of the technical division, who never actually comes into the office. You
Ah!
know, for someone who stays inside all the time, you sure do manage to get in a lot of trouble.
Right?
Okay, this may be the first you've heard of him, but Hal's one of us. He's a
I
programmer
assume
in Neuron's
so.
technical division. Neuron snatched him up from high-tech forensics because he can code circles around everyone else.
Okay.
But, meat space isn't really his scene. Most people don't even know he exists. And everyone who does thinks he's a weirdo. So it's nice that you two have made friends. Well, nice for him, at least.
Hey, I can
That's
still
a mean-
hear you, you know.
Aha. So you admit it's you then,
Ah.
Hal?
Oh, ooh.
No, I. Ugh.
I'm just teasing you, Hal.
Hal.
Okay, Alicia's on
What
her
a
way
name.
back now. I'll get the details from her. Come on home, but be careful around Hal. His geekiness might be contagious. And Hal, you should come by the station more often too. Maybe even in person sometime. See you.
What you gotta say to that?
Man, tough crowd. That was, the one with the pink hair, right? She seems interesting.
Interesting.
Guess I better head on back too. Hey, let me see that data card for a sec.
Huh. Yeah, what is with the data card?
Okay, I've copied over all the data. Here's your card back. I'm thinking we should keep this whole data card business on the down low. I mean,
Right.
sure, Jenna is crazy, but I can't stop thinking about what she said. Be very careful around that man.
Joseph, or what his name was,
Maybe
is
there's
shady.
something on this card that'll tell us why. I'll take a look and fill you in on the juicy bits later.
Awesome. Bye-bye. Saving. kitty! No, wait, it's a dog apparently, it's not a kitty. It looks like a cat, in my opinion. But more like a cat than a dog, I thought. But okay, I guess I'm just stupid. Stupid. Oh, I'm a specialist now. Your health and deal rewards have increased. Oh, yay! That's what I like to hear. Your iris has been upgraded to display weight. Okay. Be twinsies with Marie with these slightly retro specs. Oh! Nice. I can. Oop, sorry. That was my microphone. I can twin with Marie now. Continue on casual. Yes. You know, casual sounds like I'm playing only story without fights. Why call it casual? Call it normal. Yeah. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, stuck at 50% again. Who would have guessed? Oh yeah. My mom should be back. I should tell her about the big-ass spider in the bathroom. I think she should be back. It's yeah, she should be back. I can't go right now though, because the moment the loading screen is over, there will be the next cutscene. I can text her on WhatsApp, I guess. Let me do that. Oh, I guess I can tell her in person. I don't know what this window is, but I'll be right back. Never mind, I guess. She's not here. She's probably in the basement with my dad in his office. What is that? Arc historical records, duty reports, public affairs records. Okay, a lot to read. Strap in, people, and listen to my very bad reading voice, where I stumble over every third word I come across. February 2043. Earth found itself faced with disaster brought about by a meteor impact that opened the gates to the astral plane. Matter the likes of which Earth has never seen leaks through the gates as a toxic miasma, twisting everything it touches, eventually beyond recognition. We have come to call this process redshift. At the current rate, redshift possesses a very significant threat to our species. Tonight an anime night? I don't know, honestly. Ask me when I end stream again. Not a word of this Not a word of this came as a surprise to me, and yet I had thus far been powerless to stop it. Must confess my judgment at the time was clouded. Oh wait, is this the... No wait, this police database info. It's not the chip. Okay. The prophets, those who find the future written in the past, they sought me out for my research. After all, we shared an interest in human evolution potential. They had much to tell me about the future history of our species. They say the humankind flourishes now like it has twice before. The previous 2 times it met me with other ruin. Weighed in the balance and found wanting. The gates present a 3rd such test. Not that I took those prophets at their literal word, not at first. After all, their means are not scientific. However, even I cannot deny that all they foretold came to pass. I pledged to them, to my species, that I would do all in my power to stop this extinction, to save humankind. And they told me, build an ark. At their guidance, I gathered a considerable staff and constructed a new home where humankind found refuge from what might have been our doom. It was an audacious undertaking, I think that's how you say it, far beyond even myself, but luckily I now have allies that I can trust to the grave. Now is the time for us to go to greet our future together. Expert from Dr. Joseph Culverts, collecting notes per Esper at Arkham. Could it be that this is still information from the data chip? I feel like... yeah, it's too random, kinda. Megafloat Arc operational. In the early morning hours of Thursday, July 23rd, 2043, construction on the artificial island known as the Ark was finally completed. Wait, they started it in the same year. Damn, they were fast as fuck. Everything happened in February and they're finished in July. July. Construction on the artificial blah 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 is finally. The Ark represents the combined efforts of all nations to protect humanity from the threat of corruption from the gates. Representatives of the interim union interim union world government say they hope to begin welcome residents as soon as possible. As of this writing, the Ark is moored offshore near Valparaiso, Chile. Down there. Does it ever come to be? Kami has an easy way, has it easy to get there. Selected residents have cleared checks for data corruption, boarded Union patrol boats to make their first step towards their new homes this morning. The Ark will cease accepting new residents at 3 p.m. and prepare for the voyage to its permanent location, far out into the Pacific Ocean where experts say corruption will never reach. Sure. We see how that worked out. The Union will resume accepting new residents once the Ark is in position, according to the Union officials. He added that interested citizens should refer to Union notices for further information. Newspaper expert 24. Alright. Gates to a new scientific renaissance. Easy thought it is to assume that the gates bring nothing but disaster to our planet. Such an assumption disregards the tremendous technological advancements they've made possible. One of these advancements is the Experton, a portable weapon of unparalleled flexibility, now standing issue for our police forces. Standard issue for our police forces. The research into the gates has led to whole new fields of scientific study. Practically the extinct field of astral dynamics. We've even been able to harness some of the astral sparks, the energy given off by the gates, and turn it towards human ends. The Experton itself is one such end. Powered as it is by the astral sparks, the Experton can affect the gates in ways conventionally weapons can't. With enough force, it can even be used to destroy gates, closing them for good. Our police carry considerable extra-dimensional power in the palms of their hands. This is but one of the ways that we have learned to turn the power of the gates themselves to our own advantage. Excerpt from Dr. Joseph Colvert collected notes per Espra at Arkham. This is going to take ages. I have way more to read still. Anti-redshift medication. The Union government began distributing new anti-redshift medication to citizens of the Ark on March 1st, 2058. So, 10 years later. This comes as a response to an uptick in markedly severe cases of redshift, believed to be caused by greater concentration of corruption in the environment following recent gate appearances. The medicine, developed by a team of specialists at the Aegis Research Institute, may reduce the effect of exposure to gate misma by up to 80% with one weekly dose. However, the ARI warns that they cannot guarantee similar effectiveness in cases of direct contact with aberrations. Newspaper expert, alright. ARC Zone 09 Residual Corruption Examination Report. Aegis Research Institute Counter-Corruption Department Head 2078. Goals of the examination. To determine the level of the data corruption still present in Zone 09 20 years after the pandemic and the facility of lifting quarantine. Examination report. 10 to 16 o'clock, I guess. April 20th through 2078. Equipment used, integrated reality image system IRIS. Staff, examination leader, redacted, everything's redacted, okay. Results of the examination. 63 locations within 500 square meters of Zone 09 were flagged to indicate high amounts of corruption. These locations present a particularly high risk of dimensional instability, and examination staff visually confirmed the presence of several gates. The chance of chemical invasion in those locations is 5 times higher than that in Grand Avenue, one of the areas outside of the exclusion zone most susceptible in chemical attack. A previous inspection conducted 10 years prior found 49 such areas. As a result of this inspection suggests that the level of corruption within Zone 09 is indeed increasing over time. It is unknown whether the deposit of red matter found within Zone 09 have remained there since the pandemic, or whether there are new deposits. Tests on samples have thus been inconclusive. These results suggest that Zone 09 is in no way ready for the quarantine to be lifted. We suggest continuing to observe the conditions in the zone remotely while working towards an effective decontamination solution. People on the rooftop. People on the rooftops? Have you heard rumors of the people called the Uppers? Supposedly, they make their homes in illegal squads on the tops of buildings in the quarantine Zone 09. Whether it's true or just a figment of popular imagination, who can say? Not even the police are allowed to make routine rounds in the zone, which was put under quarantine by the Union government after the pandemic. The question must be asked, who would willfully gather and live in an area known for dangerous levels of corruption? Who are the Uppers? The Union holds that any living person found in the quarantine zone is a trespasser from outside the zone and a potential danger to public safety. But some rumors suggest that the Uppers are actually survivors or descendants of survivors of the pandemic, left to rebuild after the Union walled off the zone. Supposing that were true, though. Supposing that were true, though, that means... Okay. Supposing that were true, though, that means the Union may have left uncorrupted survivors behind to fend for themselves against the dangers of the pandemic. Could it be true? One thing's for sure. When it comes to the Uppers, there's no shortage of questions and very few answers. Oh god, this article is endless. The quarantine, the cases for and against. ARC Zone 09 was once a populous residential district, an easy place to live with both work and leisure near at hand. It remained that way for 15 years when the ARC's worst nightmare came true. Uncountable numbers of civilians in Zone 09 redshifted in a very short time in what came to be called the pandemic, the largest disaster in history of the ARC. The ARC's designers were prepared for this possibility and had a system in place to prevent heavy corruption from spreading from zone to zone. Zone 09 was swiftly sealed off from the surrounding area with heavily quarantined walls. Luckily, the Zone 09 pandemic is the only time the Union has found it necessary to use these walls. Thanks to these walls, zones that neighbor Zone 09 show no significantly higher levels of corruption than zones further away. And in that regard, the walls are a virtual part of public safety on the ARC. But on the other hand, independent sources suggest that survivors of the pandemic may remain alive in Zone 09, redshift-free but sealed off from the outside ARC by the very same walls. If they're in there, the Union does not acknowledge them and will not open the wall. And if these rumors are true, they implicate the Union government in a wide-scale cover-up. One hopes to believe that in erecting the walls around Zone 09, the Union exercised their better judgment for the good of the Ark. All in the Ark are subject to their rule. Let us hope it is a benevolent and honest rule. Watch out for hackers. A notice from the Ark Police. Reports of damages caused by hacker group calling themselves the Hermits are increasing throughout the Ark. We and the Ark Police vote to expand our investigations into hacker activities. Until the individuals responsible are brought to justice, we ask that all citizens take great care in their use of all electronic devices and computer networks. Be sure to change your personal passwords often, especially those tied to banking services. Be warned, the Hermits are prepared to use any means of trickery to acquire your personal information. A skilled hacker can steal your password and commandeer your information in a matter of seconds. God damn it, since when did I read this much? Only to myself, usually. Since you may be under hacker attack, you find records of bank withdrawal you don't remember making. Credit card and card chip cash ship history show unexplained transactions. You receive receipts from delivery orders you don't remember placing. You find your cash ship suddenly unusable. If you have evidence that could be useful in investigation against the Hermits, contact the Ark Police at Redacted right away. Please do not attempt to contact the police via electronic mail because the Hermits may be reading it right now. Ark Police Public Dispatch number 3495. Okay, and this one I don't have yet. We are at 62%. I hope you enjoy my mediocre reading skills so far. This is a report. Is this report really necessary? More practice with this big puppet today. Hooray! Maximilian Howard. Oh, it's our dad! It's been half a year and I still can't get the damn thing to obey orders. The commander said psychological resonance or some such nonsense is necessary and that's why we've gotta be chained to it. No idea what it even wants though. I should give up. I have more luck getting my kids to do what I say than this thing. Maybe I should start thinking of... I just had a flicker in my right eye and it was not my monitor. I think I'm staring too much. I should give up, blah blah blah. Maybe I should start thinking of the thing as an ordinary kid or something. Couldn't be any less effective than what I'm doing right now. I'll give that a shot tomorrow. Case report. C00012. Status closed. Investigation log. Filed. Log ID C blah blah blah. Summary. Disposal of a humanoid chimera and 4 civilians aberrations in Grand Avenue, Zone 36. Officers involved Max Howard, Jin Wong, Alicia Lopez. Paperwork was properly filed and authorized granted prior to the disposal of the aberrations. Captain Howard handled the disposal of all targets. Due to malfunction in Captain Howard's log apparatus during action, no direct log remains. However, we were able to requisition footage from the surrounding security cameras. The footage is submitted in lieu of formal log. We were unable to confirm a dramatic increase in corruption in the area and thus withdrew, leaving determination to the cleanup crew. Decontamination. Blah, blah, blah. Beyond the 4 aberrations, no civilians injuries are recorded. Captain Howard was lightly injured in the conflict, but no more than he usually is. Damn. Notes. We could really use more officers capable of responding to incidents like this one. I'm aware that the issue is one of control, namely our inability to control the legions beyond stopping them from going berserk. I'm also aware that even that is a fairly recent development. Officer Wong has made more progress than the rest of us in accurately guiding his legion. Maybe you should pay more attention to the captain's training too. If nothing else, I'll try to stay out of the way and not make anything worse. Alicia. Case report C13281. Status closed and blah. I don't need to read. Summary. Arrest of 2 Hermits gang members in the act of vandalizing an ADM. Officers involved: Alicia Lopez, Billy Williams. Who was Billy again? Do we know a Billy? Well, regardless. Two conventional police officers were injured by the suspect before Neron arrived. One officer suffered the fractured right tibia. What is that? Well, the other received several surface wounds and expects to recover in 1 week. Alicia.